Welcome back, my friends, to The Chosen's Blended Harmony of the Gospels. I'm Nancy, this is Mandy, and we are so glad to share with you Day 20, Part 4, Mary and Martha Visit with Jesus. We are in Luke chapter 10, verse 38. Jesus visits Mary and Martha. While they were traveling, he entered a village, and a woman named Martha welcomed him into her home. She had a sister Mary, who also sat at the Lord's feet and was listening to what he said. But Martha was distracted by her many tasks. She came up and asked, "Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to serve alone? So tell her to give me a hand." The Lord answered her, "Martha, Martha, you are worried and upset about many things, but one thing is necessary. Mary has made the right choice, and it will not be taken from her." This is a short story, but there's so much in here, so let's go back and read a little bit. First of all, they're traveling, and Jesus would enter different homes, and it was so nice that people would welcome him. So here we have Martha and his sister Mary, who also sat at the Lord's feet and was listening to what he said. We see Mary and Martha a couple times in Scripture, but it always seems that Mary is at Jesus' feet. So here, in verse 10:39, we see that she is sitting at Jesus' feet. And then in John 11:32, she fell at Jesus' feet. And in John 12:3, she anointed Jesus' feet. We don't really sit at people's feet anymore, but when you would do that back in the Bible times, that was showing honor and respect. When you would sit at somebody's feet, it meant you were listening to them, that they were very important to you, and that you wanted to learn more about what they had to say. But while Mary was sitting, Martha was distracted by her many tasks, and she came up and asked, "Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to serve alone? So tell her to give me a hand." Okay, so ladies, I know we've all been in the kitchen, right? When you have a big Thanksgiving or Easter or Christmas holiday and you got everybody over and you're cooking, it can be crazy, right? You find yourself in the kitchen a lot. You hear everyone out there laughing and talking, which was fine for the men to do, but she kind of felt like her sisters should be there helping her with that. I mean, if they had Jesus and all 12 disciples, that's a house full of people. So let's give her a little break. She was doing quite a bit of food prep, right? And here's the thing, she comes out and she demands of Jesus. She's like, "Don't you care about me?" Almost accusing Jesus of not caring. And he wasn't not caring. He was just teaching. That's his job, to be teaching, right? So she kind of, was all, abrupt with that and everything. But she was just like, "Tell Mary to help me." She was trying to get Mary, to be forced into helping. But Jesus did not say what Martha thought he was going to say. The Lord answered her, "Martha, Martha." I love how he says the names twice, right? Like your mother does when you're in trouble. "You are worried and upset about many things, but one thing is necessary. Mary has made the right choice, and it will not be taken from her." So I don't think he's saying don't cook anything, right? Because people do want to be fed, and she did welcome him into the house. But what he's saying is that she's just worried about many things. When we have those meals, I've learned, just make it streamlined. You don't have to have every little dish and ingredient and all the fancy dishes and everything if that's going to take away from entertaining your friends and being with your people and talking with them, right? When people come over, they just want to be with you. And so often I think we try to impress them by all the different dishes we have or the things we could do or how clean the house is or whatever. And one thing I have just never really worried so much about my house. I mean, kept it clean, but never overly fancy, because when people come over, they just want to enjoy me, right? And I know when I go, I just want to enjoy them. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But the other thing Jesus is saying is that Mary sat at his feet. She was listening to his words, and his words is what needs to fill our heart. And he does want us to be out serving. We are supposed to go and serve other people. But I believe the point here is if you're so busy serving, but not taking time to read the Bible on your own, like are you doing daily devotions? Are you watching these daily or other sermons? On podcasts, lots of things to listen to every day. Are you taking time to reading your own Bible, right? Or are you just so busy serving? Because when we don't take time to read the Bible for ourselves or to take time to pray, then our heart can be kind of far from God. And then our serving is almost in vain. And so he's just wanting us to remember that the most important thing is a relationship with him. If you can only do one thing today, that would be reading the Bible and praying to Him, getting your relationship strong. Then, once you've done that, go out and serve, because He for sure wants you to serve, but it has to be in the right order. Otherwise, our service just gets kind of bad and you get resentful. Like she was resentful. She was in there cooking. She wasn't even enjoying it because she was so, just anxious that her sister wasn't helping and kind of jealous of that. So today, God is calling you to sit at His feet, to be quiet and just listen and to pray, because that's what He wants. More than our service, He wants our hearts. So make sure you give your heart to Jesus today in time of Bible study and prayer and singing. If you want to sing in your car or whatever, praise and worship is great. That's what He wants from you. I hope you enjoyed this message today. Come back tomorrow for more. There's a lot more in the Harmony of the Gospels. Yes, there is, Mandy. Lots more. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. You can get your own copy of A Blended Harmony of the Gospels by The Chosen simply by going to thechosengifts.com. There you can find all kinds of wonderful merchandise to help build your faith this year. Be sure to check out their devotionals and their Bible studies. Have a blessed day.